Hey guys, it's at K Deuces, your sports bet queen, and we are back with another episode of Crooks and Books podcasts. And I'm here with my host on Wildcard Weekend 2023, Prado the Pointer. You're gonna go first.
Howdy.
Big Pick Brad
How you mean?
and Bobby Banks.
That
All right, I got my original crew, so it's going to be a simple, short, and sweet episode for you guys or for you listeners. Let's go with takeaways from week 18. Knowing that this was the last week of the regular season, we thought we were going to see some sit downs, but we didn't really see anybody sit down, right, Prado? So take us away. Take us away.
The beloved fucking Chargers. I would have never thought they would play the whole entire game damn near, and fucking for that.
Did they though? I didn't watch that game.
What would you say, Brad? 85% of the game was played?
Oof. Do you fire your coach?
Keenan Allen played the whole entire game.
well, you
If
fire
we
your
lose,
but no, you
he's
don't
gotta
fire your
go.
coach. But if they lose this next game,
He's
So
gone.
did someone
he
so
might be out.
like I guess my question is, so did someone get injured? Because I thought I saw
Yes.
somebody
Mike
getting
Williams,
Yes.
Joey Bosa.
And he's
Mike
out.
Williams
Mike Williams
was
is out.
both of
Yeah.
them.
Yep.
Mike Williams is questionable. Bosa is pretty much.
No, he's
cut.
out. He's not questionable. He's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Williams is out.
But Williams, they
Yeah.
ruled him out today.
Dude,
What are you gonna do?
that is insane. That's crazy. I mean, like, and then so
analytics.
basically you're just banking on like, hey, we're gonna win the next few games, guys. No worries, right, Brad? No worries.
If we lose, Sean Payton's in.
Oh, is he interviewing?
Well, I mean, it's the clear candidate. Does he want to go to play with Herbert, or does he want to go play with Russell? I mean, you pick.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I don't
Right.
understand the talk about that. So that means he's guaranteed a first round draft pick. That's what he's worth. Is that what's going on with that guy?
Who?
Sean Payton.
Sean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I didn't even know coaches could be worth that high. He's worth a first round draft pick.
Strong. We'll take it.
That is.
strong.
He said we'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, look what he did with the Drew Brees. I mean, fuck. Give the guy some legs, dial up that offense. We'll be cooking.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, okay, any other takeaway? Okay, so you got the Chargers going into the playoffs with some injured shit. Jesus, good luck.
The New England Patriots are who we thought they were. Trash,
Oh,
as
that was easy though.
as everyone knew. Big fucking 2 kick returns. We'll give a little bit of credit. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they went like 6-1 or something like that to end the season. They won, but they got eliminated. So it is what it is.
Tomlin kept his winning record.
Yeah,
The
he
New
did
York-
though. I
yeah.
was gonna say.
The New York Junior
Bet
Giants
Allison.
damn near put an upset. Junior Giants, because they had everyone sit on that team.
Not
and
the
they-
junior Giants.
I mean,
They
who are they
did.
playing out there?
That's a good one.
You know what? I would say this. Name
Can
me
you say it like
5
Omar
players.
Vizquel?
Huh?
Can you say it like Omar Vizquel?
Yeah. The Junior Giants.
The Junior Giants.
Juniors. And then
That's
I was
good.
gonna say, if someone could name me 5 players that were playing on the New York Giants last week, I would be very impressed.
I can't.
Graham Gano.
Yeah, kicker.
And then
Yeah.
that's pretty much it, right?
And then I was gonna say, and my favorite takeaway of the week, Aaron Rodgers,
Mine
you
too.
are who we thought you were.
That's
Nothing.
Las Vegas' next quarterback.
And
Yeah,
the
somebody-
Vikings are so happy that you are gone. So
Yeah.
happy.
Just see you later. Couldn't have done it better. I want to keep this jersey because this one's special. Shut up.
Or how about
Was that
or
what he
how
said?
about-
Yeah. Okay. So Jameson asked him for it. I kind of felt no disrespect to Jameson. He's a beast. He was a beast in college, but he
Jameson
didn't
Williams?
get that kind
Jameis
of.
Winston?
No.
Oh.
Jameson Williams, right?
Oh, okay.
He got
Yeah,
hurt in the
Jameson
national
Williams.
game, so he asked Aaron for his jersey, and Aaron said, "No, I'm going to keep this one, bro." But I kind of felt, not to be disrespectful to Jameson, but I think Aaron looked at him like, "You ain't shit. Who the fuck are you?" Because
Just wait till that guy bursts on the scene.
I know he's a
Yeah.
baller, but I'm just saying
That's
like
kind of rude.
yeah, he's
Like,
like,
Well,
because
yeah,
you can
but-
get so many jerseys.
I'm gonna need to keep this one. I'm gonna keep this
Yeah.
one, bro.
And then they asked
That's the
Aaron about it.
indication that was his last game as a Packer.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
asked Aaron about it after, and he's like, "Well, some of these jerseys, in some games are just special."
Whatever.
That's all he said.
He's so the way everything
his
that
last-
he talks about is like, I don't know. Like,
I don't
remember
want
how
to burn that fucking jersey.
he was
after
talking
fucking
about the
losing to
Lions though. You can't talk shit and then expect to really win, because he was talking about the Lions defense or just the Lions period. I
He's like,
remember.
we can't lose to teams like
Yeah.
this. It's like, you know what he is? He's just a condescending prick.
I mean,
He is
he's
a
like,
prick.
Al would tell you. I think Al was like pretty much fucking riding him last year, right? Because that was his
Al
team.
loves him.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. They made it further than they did obviously this year. It was just he turned into more of that. There's more ego now. And it's like, why? You're not even winning as much as you did. You know what I mean?
One of the
I mean,
greatest.
that just goes to
seasons
show you,
fucking-
you got to have a real receiver for the guy.
Yeah.
Season warrior.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. You got to have the season warrior, like you said. That is a good way to put it. All right. Any other things?
Peyton Manning's brother.
Yeah, I just like he always talks to. Well, we're just gonna get a little.
He's always
better.
on that show too.
We're just gonna, we're just taking it one step at a time, and we're gonna look back at ourselves. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
You are
So-
going to look back at yourself
Yeah, we're gonna reflect
on the
this.
TV,
We're gonna get better.
making cereal.
We're gonna look at each other in the face on this one, and it's not my fault
Don't
ever.
look
It's
at
always
each
my
other in the
team.
face. I mean, how else would you look at each other?
That's what he says. The shit that comes out of his mouth.
Okay, but let's go with Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Take us away. Take us away.
Shout out Raider Nation for having some pride at the end of the season and finishing out strong. Man, I don't know what's going to happen in that offseason, but I can't wait to see who pops in for the QB there. I mean, if it's Aaron, and he links back up with Devontae. But man, the Raiders were an absolute dumpster this season.
The dumpster.
Just
Can we
Yeah,
say it
com-
anymore?
no, that's it.
How much money that was really made in Vegas? You know what I mean? That's all I want to say. Anything else?
Bang bang Niner gang.
Yeah. Yeah. There's really nothing to say about that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What are you
very
gonna do? They don't have anybody on that other team. It's like playing a schoolyard game. It's like to get back into the ways, because I think like they had a couple players like Debo come back. You got to get back into it. Yeah. What else? The Rams covered.
Oh yeah, the Jets and Dolphins baseball game. I thought that was a push because I did take the -3, and I checked
Yeah.
back later, and then they did give us the extra safety at the end, which made us do the cover. It was insane. Watching that game, I wanted to shoot myself with Skylar Thompson.
You
He's
should have.
horrible.
For even betting it.
I was with
Jeez,
him. It was a game where I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, it was
So-
disgusting.
What about
The only forward progress in yards was the punt returns. That's it. There was no yards gain on rushes, no passes. It was disgusting.
yeah,
And that's how you know the Dolphins are going to get blown the fuck out.
blown
Blown
out,
out.
maybe.
Yeah.
What about Brad's game? Texans money line. You're the only one that took that. That was your 1-1.
That was Prado was talking to me, and I'm like, he's like, what do you feel? I'm like, my strongest fucking feel is the Texans money line.
And they did it
No business winning
by
this
1 point.
Because who had that like long touchdown at the end? It was a long ass touchdown.
Someone
in
did.
the-
4th and
on
20.
on like fourth and
20.
fucking forever.
4th and 20 to Aikens.
Yeah, I was
That
just
was
like,
like-
yeah, that's just how they're gonna do it.
It was shocking.
Got their coach launched right after.
Yep.
Launch.
I mean,
It's
Levy
funny
didn't
'cause-
deserve to get launched. He had the worst roster I've ever seen for an NFL team.
Why was it his fault?
Well, there's no one else to put the pin on.
It's like
And
we're
that-
in this era now of one and done coaches. You notice
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
I mean, you got
More,
Jeff Saturday in there.
Well,
mean, he
no,
was
he
just-
wasn't the one and done coach. He's
No, but I'm saying like one and done and you move on to that kind of thing. Like there's so many coaches in the world, right?
That's funny. They
Yeah,
asked
well,
Lovie Smith too the week before. He said, "Do you see yourself still being a head coach this following season?" He said, "Absolutely." And then he got blown out.
And he got launched.
For God's sake, he took the Bears to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman.
That's too funny. Man, what else? The Jags won, but then Tennessee covered, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
13. It was
Yeah.
like 13. Yeah, okay. And then you have Cincy doing Cincinnati things, but this is going to be a replay for this upcoming tomorrow. I mean, this weekend. And then, yeah, that's pretty. Stefano didn't do Stefano things. I think he got blown out, huh?
They only played
He
one
was only
quarter.
only there. For
Yeah,
a
he only
quarter.
played one quarter. And then
no, he played in the second quarter too.
Pats
whatever.
and Bills, that was the blowout that you talked about. We already did that. The Lions. Yeah, we pretty much talked about everything, you guys. Anything
I
else?
would say we forgot one game that I
Which
forgot to
one?
mention, those fighting Carolina Panthers. My God, you talk about a
Mhm.
team that
Oh
has
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
humanity and pride and
Well, nobody
dignity
bet
and
that game though.
fucking
Hey, we forgot
and
to talk about
shame.
Cowboys and Commanders too. Good job, Washington.
Fucking sorry.
I
Just
forgot about
Sam.
the Cowboys in the Commanders game.
I finally got to see my boy Sam Howell out there, huh?
North
Yeah.
Carolina's finest.
Should have been him all season.
Commanders fucking have like 6 quarterbacks, huh?
Dang. There were so many people like that were just, that's crazy. That's a lot. 6. I thought Colts had more, but I guess not. All right. Well, we'll go on to the next week if you guys are okay. Any other takeaways?
No, I think that's everything.
All right. So numbers are not that great, but it is what it is to the listeners. 5-5 for me, 50%, 1-1, like I said, for Big Pick, 50%. Caleb, who's not here, went 2-4. That's probably why he's not here. 33%. I'm just joking. He went to an event. He's probably wasted. And then nothing for Al, nothing for Bobby because he was busy. 66% for Prado at 6-3. And then our average was 48%, I believe. No, 51%. And then we are for 18 weeks, 4-4, 404 and 290 at 58%. So 404 wins and 290 losses total in 18 weeks, which is still really good. That's consistency, you guys. That's crazy. We should be fucking millionaires. Anyway, only if I had like fucking 10 G's of fucking game, right? Fuck it. All right. Next is the weekend. So we're going to start off with the Seahawks versus the Niners. Obviously, it's here in the Bay Area. And it's 9. Is it still 9.5?
Up to 10 now.
Okay. 10, 9.5, 10, wherever. And then total is 42. Prado, go ahead. Tell us why you're taking what you're taking and who you're taking.
Well, I did see the forecast, which is very important, is there will be showers throughout the
Heavy
night
rain.
and in the morning. But I did find out that the clouds will be running away from the stadium about 3 hours prior. They had a meteorologist fucking
Oh my
interview
God.
on one of these shows. I know that's pretty intense when you get a meteorologist now on the shows. But he said that it'll be
I
3
just think
hours
of
prior to
Mean
kickoff.
Girls where she touches
They
her
won't-
boob and she's like, it's gonna rain and it's already raining. But anyway, go on.
So they don't have any there's not going to be that many showers starting kickoff, and then throughout the game you'll get a little scattered showers, which I feel will be a big dosage of run, just fucking grind clock. I mean, I don't see the fucking Niners losing this fucking game at all. Like there's just
But you
not
do
this
see
game.
them not covering the 10.
Yeah, I mean, respectfully, I just don't like 10. I did back them. I did back Seattle at plus 3.5. So why would I not take 3 times the amount? I feel like it's a safe play. I think Kyle will like to just get out of this game just as on top. I don't see him steamrolling a team. Sometimes I just wish the Niners had that steamroll into them, but they don't really have it like that. I mean, last week it is what it is. I was like, they were playing the fucking Arizona high schoolers out there. There was no anybody that was a starter
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, I do think that, to your point on the sea chickens, it's gonna be, if it does rain or whatever, there is no rain, whatever, there isn't any rain, they're used to the rain. I feel like I've been living in Seattle the past 2 fucking weeks anyway, or 3 weeks, since it's been fucking rain and then no rain and then rain and then no rain. But then it's always raining now, and I haven't seen the sun for like a day, and then I'm still feeling like I live in Seattle. So maybe they're feeling
There's a
like they're
funny
right at home.
stat. It's funny. There's a stat. So probably you don't realize this, but the Sea Chickens are 1-7 against the spread, as the Niners are 7-1 against the spread. Isn't that crazy? They're vice
Yeah.
versa. Like it's
Of
exactly
course,
the opposite.
that would be it. And of course, it would be these
Just been
two
blowing everyone out.
teams.
Yeah, blowing everyone or getting blown out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get a non-biased opinion for Big Pick Brad. What's your take? It looks like you're taking the same thing as Prado, the point, but let me see what you have to say.
It's just really hard to beat a team 3 times in a season and cover all 3 games. This would be the 3rd time of them playing. Kind of reminds me of the Saints and Bucks, where the Saints owned the Bucks during the regular season,
And
get
then-
playoff time. Tom came in there, did his thing 2 years ago. Weather is definitely going to be a factor. The field's going to be mush.
Yeah.
I expect
Slippage.
pretty much what Prado's saying. Grind it out, win, try to get no injuries, and just get out of there with a W.
Yeah, that's the biggest
But
thing. You don't
10
want
points, playoff game. I mean, the Seahawks made the playoffs. This is no respect line right here. You know what I mean? They had some good wins.
Yeah, and I think, Bobby, you look like you agree. You're taking the 10 and the money line just because you're being fucking Bobby Bank.
It's a heavy money line. I'm not telling you to put the mortgage on it. Just put it in one of your parlays or something. But the +10 is pretty safe, especially it's a divisional game. We're at home with the weather being what it is. And like what Big Pick said, it's meeting him a 3rd time in the season. It's going to be
It's
tough
hard to play
blow him out
11
each
too.
time.
Yeah.
So I can see this being like I don't like a 2017 game or like a 24-17.
It always
game,
is
like
weird
that.
with them too.
This has 16-10 written all over it.
Yeah, something like that. Something sloppy.
Something just
missed extra points. Just
Yeah,
a bunch
whatever,
of stuff.
yeah.
But
no,
I mean,
Robbie's not gonna live through that. He's gonna try his best, huh? Come on, Robbie.
Yeah. No, but
Robbie played in the windiest game of all time. It was actually a Niner game. Bears Niners 2005, windiest game of all time.
Wow.
Oh, really? It was like called that? Wow.
When he started a field goal left of the what do you call it, the upright, and it went all the way right on the other side of the upright and missed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? He's intense though. He doesn't give a fuck. Like when he's
veteran.
kicking, does not care.
Oh yeah, well you kick in Chicago all those years, you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Is
hey,
there
that's a
any
good
chance
strategy.
that I was gonna say, is there any chance that the Niners just say, fuck it, we're gonna blow this fucking team out?
I mean,
Probably.
yeah, but then you're risking a lot though.
I mean, I've said that.
I think there's more of a chance of them losing than blowing them out, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. You probably don't want to, and if you are, then you can't, you have to, if you are blowing out a team, and I think he said this before, and Kyle Shanahan said this, if we are, then I need to know by like the 3rd quarter, and then I'll start pulling people out. Cause I don't want to like stop momentum or whatever. But I think if you are supposedly blowing out a team, you got to take people out, cause this is not the last game you're going to play.
So based on like, if they do win and say Minnesota wins, they said that the Niners would be -7.5 versus Minnesota. And if the Niners won that game, they said that they feel the Niners will be a favorite at Eagles. That's pretty crazy.
Damn. But that's
Mhm.
weird because like Eagles
7
have
blowout
a
line.
better record.
7.5. They already have the projected
Blowout.
futuristic
I'm just
line.
kidding.
Take it.
I'm joking.
Take it.
Yep.
I'm
Roll it
telling
on.
you, the NFL's got a trick for everyone. That just,
Yeah, they do.
So something's up their sleeve somewhere where these projected lines, and it's not going to be the matchup everyone thinks.
I don't. Yeah,
And
I
some
think
game is
it's-
going to fuck everything up.
There's something weird about that. So No, I would.
or this could end up, being like a 49ers Washington game 2019 when it was like, what was final score, like 10-3 or something
9-3
like
or
that?
I mean,
something.
I would love a good
9-6.
game, but I would
9-6.
love.
9-6.
The thing is, okay, so I'm being selfish. I would love a good game, but I would not like injuries after a good game. You know what I mean? You
Sure.
give it all, you're all, obviously you have to if you're losing, and then you win it, and then it's like, fuck, were we even supposed to win?
It's crazy because the Niners have like 3 running backs activated on the roster now, and I think 2 can sit down. It's weird. They have like so many running backs right now, which they haven't had all year.
Well, I mean, we'll see. So anyway,
Oh,
I
our
would take
third being Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
Stud.
I would take the under, and then obviously I would do what Bobby's doing, but for me, like, oh no, let me say Caleb's taking 49ers minus 9.5. He's confident in the 49ers doing this.
Nah, he wants to ride it.
So-
That's when you fade a team.
So yeah.
Yeah. Brock Purdy is a 10-point favorite first playoff game. I'm good.
Ew. If he does this is insane. I would be really happy for him though. If he does this. Okay. Next game is Chargers, Jags. Spread is 2.5. Total is 47.5. And this is in Florida, right? Okay.
Yep.
In Florida. And then Prado, you're taking Largers Chargers large -2.
Yeah, the Chargers, I don't care if Mike Williams out. He hasn't played all year. He's not like anything to that offense.
Well, he was injured before, right, Brad?
Yeah, he's been.
He's
injured all year,
always
Bro,
injured.
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't
his whole
remember.
career.
Yeah, he's always injured. I like the teams that don't get any respect, that are kind of like belittled and talk shit about and fucking watch. I know Staley is taking some fucking heat, but
Wait,
They'll
how
find a
is
way
he
to-
being? You think they're not being given any respect?
They're
I mean,
absolutely
they're
not.
criticizing this guy. They're fucking want his
Yeah.
head off.
Gotcha.
They're wanting to crucify him.
I will admit this.
Oh, because of
a
what
lot
he did?
time-
Because of what he did. I get you.
I was shocked at what he did. I do understand to some degree because it is the game of football. It's very fast. You do kind of want to like not make your guys
Not sit him out. Yeah.
kind of cruise control because look at what's going on with them. They haven't even looked elite at all. But after a certain point, you're like, okay, I respect what Tampa Bay did. They played for the first half and then they sat him, but I think he got a lot of shit for it. So I like the Chargers at -2. The 2.5, I really don't like that half because I can see, because it's the Chargers, 2-point conversion game, miss extra point game. Like a good example was, if you remember, the Chargers played the Browns and did some fucking stupid shit, and I think they won by 2 or 1. I think it was it. What was that, Brad? They won by 1? The Browns
I think
game.
we won by 1.
Yeah,
was
I
that
could
when they
see
both,
something
like-
like that happening.
That when they both
So-
scored like 38
So why
points.
would you take -2?
Because -2 is the furthest I'd go. 2.5, I don't like it because just in case it runs in that realm.
Well, then you'll have to roll with bolts or nothing, like Mr. Bobby Banks over there.
Well, no, I'd probably put the points too.
Oh, okay.
mean,
So
looking at-
you wouldn't do money line. You would just
Yeah,
do
well,
fucking-
It's funny. This one went to 2.5 and it bounced to 1, and then now it's bouncing back, back to 2 and 2.5. The
Okay.
money line just is no longer as enticing. So when it's something like this, you probably just put the points at 2.
-1 was very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about obviously, Brad, you're gonna pick -2.5, right?
That's what I got in there, but there's a lot that can happen. We're a funny team. We like to win games on kicks with no time left on the clock, and usually those you win by 3, 2, or 1. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a weird situation here. I do think the Jags won their Super Bowl last week by stripping Josh Dobbs and taking that ball to the house and getting in the playoffs. So I feel like they have a little bit of emotional hangover coming into this game. We're a hot weather team. We're playing in Florida. Weather's not going to be a factor for us. So
Okay.
I
And
like our
what's-
chances. And the Jaguars are the worst team in the NFL on third down. And on defense.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. That was my next question, was what's going on with defense, with their defense? And then what about your defense versus obviously Trevor?
I mean, our defense isn't the greatest, but I would rather take our defense against Trevor than their defense against Justin.
Okay.
And our secondary, I mean, it's pretty good.
And
they showed
moved-
up.
This line moved from what, 3 and then it moved down, or did it
No,
move
they opened
No,
up
open
at
pick 'em.
1.
at what?
Chargers opened up at 1.
Oh, okay, so it went up.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
Went back to pick 'em. I just saw it
God,
now.
something in me wants to really just take the Jaguars plus fucking 2.5. If that shit goes to 3, I'm taking it.
So here, I got a
But I don't
question
think
for
it
you.
will.
On my other book, it's got Chargers -1 right now, -125.
Oh, okay, so
Jaguars
it's moving down. I
Plus-
gotcha.
Jaguars
Going
+1, +105.
It's just
What do you-
weird. What a weird line, right?
So
What a
you're
weird
getting points at home and they're paying you.
Yeah.
line. Weird.
I don't know if I like that.
And then the money line's +110. I actually like that. -1, -125.
It also makes me want to take a little bit of something on the total, but I just don't want to.
It's going over.
Like just yet. Yeah. I really want to take the over.
Is
but
it?
it's weird? Because the defenses are weird and it's in
It's
Florida.
gonna be the air raid game.
Yeah.
Here, let me give you a little funny insight on that you said that over. I bet a lot of Trevor games. I bet a lot of Herbert games. You know what I say every time I
Never?
watch these two?
Oh, you say it's
I-
gonna go over?
No, I
Oh.
always say this. God damn it, Lawrence, you fumble the ball. Fucking Herbert throw an interception in the red zone. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can almost sniff fumbles and interceptions. In
But
the most
then that's
pivotal
what it
spot.
is. They go straight to the house. You see what I'm saying? And then that's
Well,
it.
no, because like example, Tennessee caught a fumble last week. Fucking Herbert threw 2 interceptions I watched in the red zone in the second quarter, got no points out of it. So there's always something goes on. Like I
can't believe the next few games. I'm sorry. I'm just
I've
looking at
seen
these,
Herbert fumble the ball
bets you guys
4
put in.
times in a game. 4.
Okay, well, you can't convince me. I'm still gonna do it because I want
He's
some
the
suffering.
fucking
I
turnover
want some
king.
sweat, guys.
Well, I mean, if it goes to 3, that's really good value on Jags.
I'm doing
You
it.
know?
No, not that. I'm talking about the over.
Oh,
Well, anyway, let's move on to the Dolphins versus the Bills. The Dolphins that have no Tua, but they still got a few people. I don't know. Are they injured? You guys said they're injured. They're not injured. We don't know. I don't know.
Herbert's got a broken thumb. Tyreek's a little hurt. Fucking Waddle got hurt on the last play of the game last week.
Skylar
Okay.
Thompson is the starter.
So what's the
starting.
spread? 13.5?
Doesn't
Actually,
matter.
14.
Skylar Thompson's terrible.
Oh shit, it's 14. Okay, so what are we doing?
Terrible.
What are we doing? Bobby, you're taking -14 or -13?
Well, listen, if there's any big spread to take this weekend, just I
it
saw
is.
all I need to see from.
He missed
Dolphins
out on the
week.
last one, guys. He missed out
watched
on that large
a
bet.
I heard
baseball
DeMar
game.
Hamlin might be at the game too.
No way. Oh my God.
Alternate spread -21.5. Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
They're gonna
This one
burn the
is-
teaser on this one.
Hey, I was gonna say, remember when Bobby went on the show and it was the show obviously before Damar Hamlin thing, and he was like large, like
Man, I tried giving everyone the 100-unit play. They wouldn't let me. I'm sorry.
He wouldn't let
Yeah,
you. They just told
they
you to
canceled the
fucking
game.
stop.
They canceled it. Too big of a handle.
Yes.
Way
So
too big of a handle. They're like, "Fuck, we got to get this guy out. We got to get that out of here."
it was so bad that shit
Probably the
had to
biggest
happen.
handle all week 18 of all the weeks. It was the biggest handle.
Yeah.
So -13, -14, 13.5, -14, whatever it is, that's Big Pick and that's Bobby. Bobby told you his part, Big Pick. Are you saying the same stuff here?
I just can't back Miami. I know 14's a lot in the NFL, and I probably should take the Dolphins if they had Tua, but I can't back
they
them.
don't. Yeah.
I can't back them.
Yeah. All right. Nothing for Prado.
I just don't like the game. Like I don't want to bet on fucking my Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, this is weird.
I don't want
feel
that. I
like-
want some misery, but I don't want that much misery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
it's
too much.
like you're just always going to be hoping that
You
you're.
don't want to accompany that misery, right?
They're going to be down 21 the whole game. All we need is
Yeah.
7, guys. All we need is 7.
Yeah, you're just sweating at that point.
And pick
Yeah.
6 to the house. Bills are up 28.
Skylar Thompson,
28
Kansas-
nothing with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're like,
That's
Kansas State
exactly
great.
what you would envision yourself to. And then you're like, man, I don't need no 7 no more. It's over. It's over. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't touch this. And if I did, I would probably take the favorite just because that's just what it is. You know, there's nothing you can do. It's like the way the 49ers played the high school football team, the Arizona Cardinals last week. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Unless there was some weirdness in the Bills and they were just like, whatever, let's just play because we're winning and just let them score. But I don't know. But okay, next game, New York Giants versus Vikings. Spread is 3. Total is 48. And then big pick, you're taking Kirk Thuggins -3.
This
He
game
calls
reminds me of
himself
the Patriot. Here he has a shirt that says Kirk Thuggins on it. Pretty funny.
that? Oh my God.
But this game reminds me of the Thanksgiving game against the Patriots, where the Vikings were -3, and they went in there and they handled business. And Daniel Jones in the playoffs, first playoff appearance. This is going to be the second biggest public dog of the week, being a New York team next to Tom Brady. I can't get behind it. I just can't.
Yeah, and maybe the Vikings are.
Don't get me
hyped.
wrong. I want to bet the Giants more than anything, but this is the game where I bet them and they just get fucking steamrolled.
Or is this the episode where you listen to yourself and then you go, I'm betting the Giants?
If that's the case, I'll just stay off the game. I can't do it to myself. Can't do it.
Dude, I just think the Vikings are going to be hyped that their enemy is out of the NFC. So, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, yes, there's nobody standing in our way. Little do they know.
As far as talent in the playoffs, the Giants have the least amount of talent on the roster.
they're just happy to be here. That's how I feel like the Jaguars are. They're just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And then the Caleb's taking New York Giants +3, so they'll cover.
There's the indication right there.
Yeah. And then you have Circa Redemption -3 Minnesota. I think this was a bet that you were trying to get done.
Well,
too
there's a
after.
secret story that me and Bobby had. So we had a coworker go to Vegas. We told him to bet Minnesota. And there was a versus Green Bay because we just said fuck Green Bay. And then Minnesota got fucking smoked, right? And this guy, we
Smoked.
we have this text message thread. We have all our money on not Minnesota, but it was on Buffalo Bills. So we're like, and
It's
I remember
tied
telling
in.
Bobby,
Yeah.
I told Bobby, I was like, you know what? I think we got saved on this one. Something's not right. Maybe we shouldn't have bet on Minnesota. And then sure enough, fucking Minnesota fucking gets steamrolled. We didn't lose. Then of course our other game gets canceled. So it just reminds me of like, here I am again.
The
Bobby's
game
gonna
that
be
should
in
have been.
Vegas. He's going to be in Vegas to redeem himself. And what better way to do it? Just to do it live and say, all in Minnesota.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a ticket. Must be a ticket for ticket. I'm like, yeah, I have this ticket here for Buffalo, and I like
A
place the
ticket for
exact same one
ticket.
on Minnesota. Plays -3. Wrap it up.
Yep.
It's what's gonna happen. And if I
So this is a voodoo ticket. That's
It
what I
is.
call it. Voodoo ticket. The magic happens. I was telling these guys, I just kind of caught on to this. It's the year of the purple teams. I'm not saying that they're winning a championship. I'm just
Oh
saying
my God.
purple teams have been finding ways.
Stop, Bobby. Get
to
out of my
represent.
channel.
They have. They really have. Look at TCU. I mean, I know they ain't shit in the
No, they
championship
didn't
game,
make
but
it. They didn't make it.
they're just like Minnesota. They find ways to get in.
Well, you
Kirk
know what?
Duggan.
What if Minnesota runs out of luck? What are you gonna do?
Tip my
I mean,
cap off
good-
to fucking
good
Daniel
job,
Jones
New
and
York.
say,
Yeah,
I lost to
job, New
Daniel
York.
fucking Jones.
Yeah.
Duke, great.
Anyway, all right. Well, I'm not touching that game. Maybe I will live. It's just too tough for me. I've lost too many games to Burke, and I've won a lot of games from Burke, and I kind of want to keep it that way. So I don't know. Maybe I'm tempted. Let's see, Bobby and you, nothing. Well, I guess Brad already took it. Nothing for Al for any of the games. Sorry, I haven't mentioned him, but like I said, Caleb's going to take NYG and go against the crew here, +3. Everybody else is doing -3, obviously Vikings. Next game is Ravens versus the Bengals again. So a repeat game, guys. How exciting. The spread is 8.5 and the total
week.
is 40.5. So Ravens defense, sneaky good, +8 is what Big Pick Brad said. So they're fine. They're going to go and beat them because they beat them last week. It's just like a revenge thing. That's what you're saying, Brad.
No, I don't think they're going to win, but I think they will cover this
Cover
game.
the 8. Okay.
Yeah, I have 8.5 in there, but it's cut off.
No.
Like I put in there in the notes, the Ravens defense is sneaky good. They have the best linebacking duo in the league with Patrick Queen and Roquan Smith. They're pretty solid. Earlier in the season, probably like the first, I don't know, half of the season, they were losing games because of the defense. Now the defense is keeping them in the games. It's just the offense now with no Lamar is kind of came to a little bit of a standstill, but defense is keeping them in the games. I feel like if Huntley plays, they can do maybe just a little more than enough to kind of stay relevant in this game and keep it semi-close.
Well, you never know. They might work on it because they've had so much time to play each other that this might make it more difficult on the Bengals to come up with some more plays, right? Because eventually the defense is going to catch up to what the offense has been doing to them, especially in the last, however many games they played each other. I feel like they've been playing each other forever, just like other teams have been playing each other forever. I think it was like the Colts and Titans that always fucking play each other for like ever, right?
Yeah, I think when they played earlier in the season, I think they locked Jamar up too, if I'm not mistaken.
They did.
Okay,
so Jamar is like obviously Joe's number one target, and they're gonna have to find T. Higgins. They're gonna have to find fucking.
They've got to do
Tyler
a lot of
Boyd,
different things.
Aiden Hurst, Mixon. Those guys are gonna have to get involved because I think John
and
will do a good
8.5,
job of taking away Jamar.
Yeah, and 8.5, 9 is a huge spread to cover as a favorite. Playing this team again, like I said, the difficulty of having to work a different offense just because you're working against that kind of coach. And yeah, they may not have too many things going on, but they can get their shit together when it comes to defense. So that's kind of a weird thing. Those are factors to come into, and then like a normal person that would be saying like, I don't know, just an average better would be like, oh, I'm taking the Bengals because they like, took them and Joe Burrow's so good and this and that. And it's like, all right, well,
Me and Prado were talking earlier. The Ravens, or excuse me, the Bengals have covered literally everything too.
Yeah.
And now you lay an 8.5 out there in a playoff game. It's basically a division game again. It's like,
and you're not saying that they're not going to win. You're just saying, hey, 8.5 is a huge spread to cover.
Yeah, anything over a touchdown in the NFL is like, that's a big spread in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I agree with you. That's a game that I would say that, you guys have my opinion on that one, and I would take that too. Anybody else? Oh, it looks like Prado is on the same side, +8.5, same thing. So you're agreeing with us. Is there anything that you want to add?
If I could bet on Geno Smith, I could bet on fucking this position here. Actually, you know what? Here's a funny question that, first of all these fucking games are all revenge spots. Everyone's played this year, which good job, NFL. Way to show
the drama is just amazing.
This would be an encore.
WWE. Oh, sorry.
The second thing I was gonna just bring up. Here's a funny question for Brad: John Harbaugh or Zach Taylor?
John, with a gun to my fucking head.
Isn't that crazy to think that?
Gun to my
head,
that exact scene, and the barrel in my mouth.
Oh, you know what? I'll make you happy. Purple team.
That is a purple team. Let them fucking wear the purple jerseys on Sunday. You fucking watch out.
I was gonna say. All right.
They'll probably be wearing white though.
I'm wearing my Lamar jersey.
Oh God.
On Sunday.
Here we go. Okay, so
can you wear it to work?
I might.
Like underneath
to work
his
tomorrow,
work shirt
tomorrow
or
in your
like
McCaffrey jersey.
Okay, well,
I wish I could.
Let's
wear the hat. Come on, don't be a fuck what Bonnie has to say. I'll talk to him
Anything
for
on
you.
the total, you guys? Anything on the total? It's 40.5.
I don't think a Ravens game has gone over since.
I
fucking
know. I
Mahomes
was about
hurt.
to say that. And we keep trying too.
When they first met earlier in the season, it was 19-17.
Yeah, wait a minute. Was this the last time Bengals
No, there was
lost?
one that we almost pushed. Remember, Brad? But we lost.
Is this the Bengals' only loss?
No,
Sorry.
I think they lost one more. They lost to the Cowboys. They lost to the Ravens.
I'm sorry. I said it wrong. The Bengals. Did the Bengals last lose to the Ravens and that was it after that? I need to look it up.
I don't remember.
I think
I only
so.
lost Cowboys, Ravens, Steelers. They have 3 losses or 4?
Cowboys was like
me
second or
see.
third game of the season.
Yeah, this was their last loss.
Dang,
And
and they're gonna lose. They're not gonna lose to
Because
them.
they
but
lost
are
week
gonna-
1. They beat the shit out of the Jets week 2. Then they played Dallas. They were 1-2. Remember, everyone's counting them out. And then I think they won. Then they were 2-2, and then they went 2-3, and everyone's like, "Oh, here we go, Bengals is a bad season." I'll be the first to admit, I thought the Bengals were going to win about 9 games. I was wrong.
Yeah, you know what? I think they definitely are gonna cover just because it's like
no, I found the game. They lost on October 31st, Halloween
Oh,
night.
Browns,
Monday Night Football.
Halloween. Yeah.
it just feels like this is gonna be one of those games that they want you so bad to take the Bengals, so bad, like they're begging you to do it, and you just can't. You just can't.
Might be upset of the week now when I think about it. Go purple.
All right, so let's move on to the last game. Cowboys versus Stefano. Days of our lives. I'm just kidding. Cowboys versus TV. All right, give me Dallas. That's what I think. I just think it's time for an exit. I know we're gonna miss the one guy that represents all of football all the time, but it's gonna represent the way his life is going to, or his life was going. You just can't. I don't know. The Cowboys have to make it somehow into the next round. That's what I feel. Early exit for TB, but you never know. You never know. I think Caleb is taking TB plus 2.5. So it looks like we're fading everything that Caleb is saying, guys.
I
Yeah,
mean, usually
I was
that's
about
what
to say.
happens. You could be a seasoned
We
warrior.
get to talk shit because he's not on here. So
Seasoned warrior, then it comes to playoffs, you get punched in your fucking mouth.
and then popped. And then let's see. So we're all taking Dallas here, from what I can see. Right? Who wants to go
Yeah.
first? I said my part. Who wants to go first?
Tampa's
I'll go.
terrible.
Yeah. So if this line was 3 or more, I would consider Tampa.
But it's
just
doing
in the
that thing,
case-
right? You're
Yeah,
like,
just because Dallas literally limped to the finish line. Like they have played like trash the last 3 weeks.
I think
And
they're
the
just
defense
hiding.
hasn't been as good as what they've been all season. So I'm hoping that they show up and show out. Tampa, they've been just a travesty to watch all season. It's been hard to watch this Tom Brady team. It's the most boring, sloppy fucking Tom Brady team I've ever seen with my
It's
own
literally
2 eyes.
like how his life is going.
It really is. And I think this is the perfect game for him to lose and be like, well, see ya.
Reflect.
Yeah. Because I don't think he's going to re-sign with Tampa. I know his contract's up. I don't know why, but he's going to the fucking Niners next year. I just feel it, especially after all the
What?
bullshit that's happened with them. He's going to come back home, going to play close to fucking his
Are
pops.
we-
His pop's going to go to the
are we
game.
playing
All that
the-
shit.
Do you think about me now and then? Kanye West song?
Does that mean Jimmy goes to Tampa?
Nah, Jimmy's going to fucking Chicago.
Steelers. Oh no.
Raiders.
Yeah,
I know.
Chicago. You're right. He is gonna go back to Chicago.
Go back to his home state.
He's going to the East Coast Niners. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Going to the
Jets.
Jets.
Oh, Jets.
Dude, they got a quarterback, fucking Mike Big Dick White, bro. What the fuck? They got a QB.
All right.
But I'm just
so-
tired of watching Tampa this year. They suck. They pissed me off
Yeah,
so
and
much.
you
this
know
year.
what? I think that of course you have to like milk it right till it's all
Yeah.
done. So this is part of it. This is like you still got Tom Brady fans all over the planet, right? So
This will be the biggest public dog of the fucking century right here.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then the
Tom is a dog.
Cowboys,
Yep.
Yep.
if the Cowboys are real and they're serious and they're professionals, like we always fucking say on this podcast, they need to win this game to prove that there is anything going on with that fucking team. Anything.
And like Prado said, this is the revenge game. This is the game Dak fucking blew up his hand in.
Yeah. So there it is. Prado, what do you have to say? Since he said like Prado.
Well, for starters, it would be more. I was gonna say when you guys were talking about, I was like, "How about them Cowboys?"
Jerry.
What,
Oh yeah, and
Jerry's
then
eating a
Jerry's gonna
McDonald's
have his little
sandwich?
moment. You guys know him, so come on.
I was gonna say to think back in week 1 when the line was plus 2.5 Dallas at home. If you look back at what happened in the NFL, isn't it amazing to think that Tampa Bay beat this team?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy to see how the
Crazy.
year unfolded and how dominating Dallas was compared to fucking Tampa Bay. Like
Yeah.
that first week game had no indication of where these two teams were headed to. And I feel like the defense is going to be a nightmare. And I feel they'll bounce back. And then again, I feel like the Chargers and Dallas both have that similarity fucking storyline right now in the NFL. Like they're not good. They're just got problems. Their coach sucks, blah, blah, blah. Then they come beat your fucking ass, fucking 21-3, the score in the second quarter. And you're just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Same Bucks
hear
team
ya.
that
And
lost to
then
the Steelers
so-
and lost to the Panthers and the Browns in overtime.
Well, Bobby, you think the same thing, right? With
Yeah,
what's
I've been
going
on the same boat too. I've caught myself a couple of times actually betting on Tampa, and each time I'm screaming at the TV. I can't back this Tampa team. I've liked Dallas ever since this was even
I want to see
announced.
Let's see who's out.
Yeah, I had the strongest feeling of this too. But I don't know, like now I'm like, shit, do they want to trap us? You know, but I don't think so. I think this is just the way it's gonna be. All right. Well, any shout outs or anything like that for you guys?
Yeah,
Shout out
the,
Herbo. He's coming in his first playoff game.
shout out the Portland Trailblazers. What a goddamn great NBA team, huh?
Fucking trash.
Burn that
First
fucking
fourth
team.
quarter team.
Can't finish a fucking game.
Anybody, you got MGMH pod, Brad, or did you guys
Tomorrow
already
morning,
record?
9:30 a.m. Yes, we do.
Nice. We got Prado. You got anything?
Yeah, I wanted to save this for this podcast. I magically opened up my fucking Betis account and saw that I was a defending champion in fucking goddamn Survivor. Somehow, some way
Congratulations.
they split with 5
the
people in
winners.
Betis. And I guess it's not really winner take all. So we were the last 5 and they split 60 grand. So I was like in shock when I saw my account.
Hell yeah.
They split with you?
Yeah, they gave the last 5 and I was trying to read the rules and it just says basically if a player finishes off. And here's a funny little story. I kind of woke up late on Sunday for some reason. My alarm didn't go off and I thought I bet Minnesota as a Survivor pick, but I was like kind of crapped out because I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I already know that I lost.
Wow.
I can't win. How about this? I can't win. And then sure enough, because the other 2 guys took Jaguars,
Mhm.
and then I was like, oh shit, I don't have a game
So
to
you
play.
did
So I was
win,
like,
period.
yeah, so I was like,
That's
let me
all
just
I
take
wanted to know.
Denver. And to think I didn't even care, I was like, let me just take Denver. And that's how I limped in and fucking back-to-back champion, fucking 35 and
Nice.
1 record.
Good job.
Years.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
12 jizzles.
All right. This is the sports betting queen's daughter. You may know her from the podcast. Say hi. Who are you? Are you the sports betting what?
Queen's daughter.
What is it? No, but the sports betting princess, Aaliyah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She just wanted to say hi. She's also selling
That
some rare
Pokemon or
Pokemon
what?
cards because you know she's got to get her money too. You feel me?
There you go.
She's trying to advertise on my show. All right,
She's
guys.
hitting parlays on fucking Pokemon cards.
She said, "Get your cards at What is
Hitting
it?
some
Real
plus
Aaliyah
5,000s.
Rosa. Follow her. Okay. All right. Anyway, another shout out is going to be Wager Attack. Obviously, that's where we get our numbers and we bet with them. www.wagerattack.com at Wager Attack. Follow them. Also, Stay Classy Meats for all your meats, and they also have seafood and hot dogs and different types of things too as well. So follow them at Stay Classy Meats or go to their website, stayclassymeats.com. One last one is Dolce. They've been our sponsor for the last 3 weeks with the gut healthy brownies. I know Prado stole all the gut healthy brownies out of the house, so thank you for not leaving me anything.
Pretty good.
Next time I'll just send it over to Bobby and to Big Pig. That way they can save me one at least, or maybe Bianca will just take it and then I'll meet her up somehow and figure it out, because Bobby might take it to work and then he might just give it all to you. Whatever. Anyway, shout out to Bianca for always letting Bobby Banks on the show here. I appreciate it. Right, Bob?
Yes. Yep.
Anyway, anybody else? Bob, you got anything else? Everybody good?
No,
All right, guys,
nothing.
have a good weekend. Hopefully you get some winners in there from us or you fade us. It is what it is. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys later.